You look like you got a little something on your lip there. Never mind. So finally, I just say to Moses, hey, take those stinking shoes off when you're talking to me, you murderous thug, you son of Egypt. And what's with all the stuttering? I mean, Sphinx got your tongue?
Good one, sir.
So Moses is totally shaking in his boots at that point, and Pharaoh is completely on my side now because Moses is taking forever.
Right.
But then he gives me that look. You know that look, that really, really intense look that he gives the fat guy at the end of Touch of Evil?
I'm not sure.
Well, whatever. So I look him dead in the eye, right back, and I say, are you in or are you out, Brewski?
Oh, because he's a Hebrew?
Exactly. Thank you. And what does he do? He folds like a cheap suit. So I know this was a willy move to make, but I laid my hand out so that he could see that I was bluffing the whole time.
Right.
And he's just completely disgusted. Like he just found out that Soylent Green is people.
Good one, sir. Well played, but I don't think that was Moses.
What are you talking about? Of course it was Moses.
I think that was probably Charlton Heston.
Who?
Charlton Heston. He played Moses in the Ten Commandments movie.
No, this was definitely Moses. You don't think I know what Moses looks like?
Well, sir, that could not possibly have been Moses.
Really? And why is that, Mr. Smarty Pants?
Because there is no Moses, sir.
What are you talking about?
Well, I thought you understood, sir, that when we went with the organic universe, all of that stuff would become pure myth.
You're kidding.
Nope.
So, wait, was that Yul Brynner then, or?
No, Ramses was a real person.
Okay, because that guy had a luxuriously thick head of hair. Just beautiful. I got the name of his conditioner, by the way. I need you to pick me up some when you go out.
Right.
So, then what? The whole story is just...
Sir, you know we can't afford that kind of thing with the organic model.
But I thought we paid for the usage rights, didn't we? Didn't we base the Moses thing on that whole Sargon the Great story?
Yeah, but we just kind of let things develop organically.
Meaning what?
Well, the Hebrews just evolved out of the various Canaanite tribes.
So what? Are you saying there's no conquest? There's no enslavement in Egypt? There's no, wandering the desert for 40 years?
No, I thought you understood that.
Well, geez, Larry, this is a disaster.
No, sir, come on, this is actually way better.
Larry, the entire first part of the script is supposed to be my holy word as given to Moses. If there's no Moses, then what exactly is it now? It's
metaphor, a great story of freedom and hope. Sir, you knew we weren't doing the Adam and Eve story either, and that has far more theological consequences. That messes up the whole Jesus story.
Well, okay, yeah, that's true, but I was okay with that because, I hate snakes and I'm very uncomfortable seeing people naked, but...
Sir, trust me, people are fine with not taking this stuff literally. It's actually better that way.
How so? Please, Larry, tell me how it's better this way.
Because nothing good comes from people taking this stuff literally. If people take this stuff literally, then you're the biggest jerk that's ever existed. That's how people will see you. And what's worse, they will act accordingly. And that's not good for anyone.
No. I see what you're trying to do here, Smooth Talker, but I am not leaving here without my Exodus.
What does that mean?
I gotta send you back in time, Larry, to make it look like people wandered the desert for 40 years. We have to give people some evidence.
No, we don't. That's the whole point of faith. No evidence required. In fact, the less evidence, the better. If you have evidence, you don't need faith. Do you want a faithless people?
You are not taking my Exodus from me, Larry.
Sir, I'm not taking anything.
Damn straight you're not, because I have 5 words for you, Larry, from my cold, dead hands.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means take your stinking paws off my Exodus, you damn dirty ape.
Dirty ape? Sir, that's just name calling. That's not appropriate.
You gotta fix this, Larry.
Sir, how am I supposed to make it look like 1 to 2 million people were wandering the desert for 40 years?
That is a how question. I don't do how.
Sir.
I'll miss you, Larry.
Sir, please.
Make sure you stay hydrated.
Sir, this is ridiculous.
Hey everyone, thanks again for watching. That's our last episode of the season. And sadly, Jimbo's last episode of Mr. Deity ever. So that's a bit of a bummer. Gonna miss you, Jimbo. Love you. Thanks for doing everything you did for the show. Really appreciate it. He talked me into doing the show. I don't know if you know that, but very sad. Very sad for me today to have to do this. But you know, I always say, look on the bright side of life, right? You know, the great Monty Python song. Love that movie. One of my favorite movies. But it's, you know, it is hard when you're losing someone that you care about. I'm going to see him again, but you know, I won't get to see him as much now that he's not on the show anymore. And he's really just about my best friend in the world. So very sad. I guess the only silver lining would be the new Mr. Deity Season 5 DVD is here! That's right, all 13 episodes are now available on this hand-woven, gold-plated homeopathic DVD! But wait! There's so much more! You'll get riveting commentary for each and every Mr. Deity episode! Yeah, so I would say my line, you know, it didn't always go this way. But I would say most of the time. Sean would then say his line, and then I would say my line. You'll get every episode of The Way of the Mister, including last year's reparative therapy. You'll get our public service announcement on the proper use of the fast lane, our Chick-fil-A promo, our morning after commercial about legitimate rape, the best of the begging. Plus, you'll get digital files of every episode of Mr. Deity for your smartphone, whether it's smart or not. And we have a new combo pack of seasons 4, 5, and 3. So head on over to MrDeity.com and order yours today. So, to everyone who's already contributed in some way, thank you. And we'll see you in the new year. Sans Jimbo. Or to buy a DVD.